So I've built my stack of code for the lion, and I've got my variable code if then loop at the bottom. Now I'm going to edit and improve that one, so I can pull it out so I can work on it. It's a lot easier to see if it's separate, less chance of me going the wrong place. And I can zoom in on it a little bit as well so I can see what I'm doing. Now, there's not a humongous amount of options I can do with this one because I need it to still have the same functionality. I still need it every time the lion touches the cake, the value for cakes eaten needs to change. I could fiddle around with that value, make it change by more, but I can work with what the lion does next. So at the moment he says yummy according to the sequence. I could have him say something else, or I could think something else after it. So I could add more to that conversation. So again, sequence matters here. He'd say yummy for a second, then he'd think, Or I could have him, after he said yummy, I could have him say, oh, where did that cake go? Because I can edit it. We know what might happen later on in this code. So that's an option. I could include the sounds. I could actually have the lion make a roar or a meow sound as he eats the cake, or even just before. So as he touches cake, the first thing you might do is make a sound. Then the score goes up. That would work. Another option I could have as well is remember anything about after touching the cake. I could even look into appearances. I could have the lion change colour each time he touches the cake. So I could switch costume. The lion could even change into a different animal. Or I could use graphical effects. I could make him become a little bit more colourful. Or I could make him become a little bit less see-through. I could start with him see-through. So I could set the colour effect to something. I could change the ghost effect by -1 or by 1. So it could start off really pale, and each time he eats, he gets stronger. I could, if I was doing that, of course, I'd need to use a clear graphical effect up near the top when I press the green flag so it's sent back to 0. Other options I could do, I could change the size of the lion every time. So every time he eats a bit of cake, he gets a little bit bigger. I could have it sized by 1. I could plonk that in there. There are hundreds of the different options I could do. It's mostly cosmetic, but I could do lots and lots of things with this. But I cannot change that core functionality. It must still be when he's touching cake, the variable changes. You can have it change up, change down, but that still must be there as part of my code. When I'm done, to test that it works, obviously at the moment I can't test it, I must drag it back in and plonk it in there. Make sure that it's on its own and it's not embedded inside another if-then loop, because that would just break the entire code. Have fun exploring, and as usual, if there's anything really, really interesting, there could be a prize in it.